Not that I can see. I'm going to make you host now anyway.
Amazing. Yeah.
We are live. We are in the building, in the YouTube building, in the middle of the metaverse. Let me just, not that I can see. I'm going to make you host now anyway. Close this down. Go back to the Zoom.
I'll just reshare the link and let everyone know we're live as well.
Make you host. Boom, you're a host. Right. Have a great session. Sorry, I can't stay around again.
No worries, no worries.
I'm going to share it on the broadcast list now as well. Anyone watching on YouTube, we appreciate you watching and watching back. Love. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'll just wait for a few more people to pop in whilst I get this sent out on the Instagram story. Da, da, da. Got some interesting updates as usual. Shout out to NFT News and NFT Plaza as well for the information. This is where I do source quite a few bits of my information from. Okay, let's see if anyone's in the waiting room. The link. Give it a couple of minutes and then I will start the news. Hope everyone's had a great start to their bank holiday thus far. Oh, here we go. We've got somebody coming into the room. Hey, hey. Hello, Make a Difference. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. Okay, I'll give it 2 more minutes and then I will get into the news. How are you doing, Make a Difference?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm not bad, thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from London.
Oh, nice, nice. Did you find the link via the Blockchain Sensei group or via? Oh, nice, cool.
The blockchain. I'm not too sure what the whole meeting is about, so I thought I might just join in to see what it's all about.
Yeah, so what we do is we share any NFT news, metaverse news, and any updates within the space. And then we have like an open space to like look at different projects if anyone has any in mind, or we just have a general Q&A session as well with any inquiries that anyone does have.
Okay.
Just give it 2 more minutes and then I'll start the show. It's live on YouTube as well, so there should be some people watching on there also.
Okay.
How's the start to your bank holiday been so far?
Not bad actually, because I'm taking some trading courses with Michael actually. I've started trading recently.
Oh, nice. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's very interesting to be honest. I mean, it's very it's actually fascinating when you start understanding once you start understanding what you're looking at, what you see. I think it takes things to a different level, really. Most
definitely. And then when you like normal things that you would hear like in the daily, you're like, oh my god, that makes some things start to make sense. Like I remember like years ago I used to hear about trading and forex and just loads of random about things about stocks and everything, and now because I've also done the lessons with Michael, it just all starts to make sense. I'm like, oh, so that's what they meant in that film, that's what they meant in that series, that's what they meant on the news, and little things like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the show. I'm just going to, oh, there we go, we've got Maestro as well. Maestro's deep in the NFT space. He does a lot of spaces on Twitter, and he's got a lot of intelligent knowledge as well. So I'm just going to run the disclaimer. So all content is for education, information, and entertainment purposes only, and should not be considered as investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, or to place any trades, or in this case, to purchase any NFTs. Please do your own research. The content is intended and should only be used for informational use. It's very important, again, to do your own analysis before making any investment.
She's doing a disclaimer.
And you should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor, or independently research and verify all and any information you do find on our show that you do wish to rely upon, of course. All investments do come with risk. Please do your own research. That's the most important thing, as we are not financial advisors. We do not intend to be perceived as financial advisors. However, we are working in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you're unable to migrate your risk, please contact us immediately so we can refer you to an accredited advisor. So I'm just going to share my screen. I'm just going to run through the news that I've found this week. Okay, the first bit of news. So OpenSea, they've changed their stolen item policy, and it does reveal a little bit of a problem. So as we are all aware, on OpenSea, there has been a lot of NFTs stolen. This can be from people being in Discord groups, just clicking on links that do look like they are from the official Discord group holders. Like sometimes they'll send a direct message saying, oh, you've been invited to mint an NFT for free as a holder of our previous NFT, or just if you are new to the space as well and you do receive this message and it does all look legit, in most cases people will click on these links, not knowing once you do connect your wallet, somebody out there will have access to your wallet and can literally draw all of your NFTs out and then sell them on OpenSea. So what OpenSea have done is they've amended their policy. So what it basically is saying that more than 46,000 people have reported losing more than 1 billion in crypto scams since 2021. This is according to a recent report that was released by the Federal Trade Commission. The problem is that if you do not realise that your NFT has been stolen within, I think it's within a week's time frame, within seven days, if you don't report it stolen within 7 days, you've completely lost your asset. If you do report it within those 7 days, if somebody has stole your NFT and they do try to resell it, they can't do so. It will then be basically a dead asset. So the person who stole it can not do anything with it then, which is great in some ways, but it's with that 7 days. If you don't report it within the 7 days, it's a bit of a problem, because I know myself personally, I don't consistently connect my ledger, which is an extra bit of security to your NFTs or to your cryptocurrency. The saying goes, not your keys, not your crypto, and not your keys, not your NFT as well. And some further news as well, Anthony Hopkins has released an NFT collection. It's due to be likely released on OpenSea on September the 16th. The according information was provided by NFT Now. This was during an early press with the actor Anthony Hopkins. So you may have seen him, you may have seen him in a few movies. I'll show you what he looks like, just so we're all familiar. So this is Anthony Hopkins, and I'll just show you what kind of films he's been in. Anthony Hopkins, famous. So Silence of the Lambs, Hitchcock, The World's Fastest Indian, and one we should all know, Hannibal. So yeah, he's releasing an NFT collection. It will be called the Eternal Collection. It's a 3-part project that centers on a collection of 10 digital animations of the actor, and the representations are of various Jungian characters. But yeah, this will all be on OpenSea. according to NFT Now, likely to be released on the September the 16th, which is not too far away. And the next slide. So there is a lot of blockchains out there. So we've got Ethereum, which is like the main blockchain that people do purchase their NFTs on. We've got Polygon as well, where you don't have to pay gas fees to upload your NFT onto most of the NFT platforms. You've got Solana, you've got quite a lot of them. Wax is a great blockchain. This was probably one of the first ones that I managed to find when I started getting into the NFT space. So on Wax, what they do is they had like different NFTs. It was popular for like baseball cards and like Hot Wheels, different NFTs that moved on their blockchain. It's quite an easy platform to navigate on my mobile device. So they have now recently become quite popular within the Web3 gaming. So it's maintained a lot of popularity for influential brands such as baseball collectibles Topps, the racing giant NASCAR, and Hot Wheels. One of their games is called Alien Worlds. It's the second largest blockchain platform by monthly active users. And they recently announced a bridge to Minecraft where it's 170 million players can now sign up to mine and early Trillium, the native currency of Alien Worlds. So you can earn cryptocurrency by mining on Wax. Another Wax promoted game is called Blockchain Brawlers. This was launched last year where players could buy different legendary rarity wrestlers, aka brawlers, and via auction, a massive $430 million in volume has been traded just in the first 2 weeks. And basically, to give context to that, the average player is earning 2,000 Brawl tokens and 4 gold per day, or $480 a day. This was on August the 2nd when I looked at this. The next bit of news is covering Google. So Google is supporting, and they've raised over 1.5 billion in total supporting blockchain projects. This was a new report that was revealed to the top public companies that are invested in the blockchain. Pardon me, just need a drink. So this information I located on Block Data, which is a crypto research firm. They released the data on the top 100 public companies that have recently been actively invested in the crypto scene from September 2021 to June 2022. Other big brands as well, such as Samsung, PayPal, and Alphabet, which is also Google, they're pouring a lot of funds into various aspects of the crypto and the blockchain industry. 36 of the top 100 public companies globally have invested a total of 101 blockchain companies in a round worth of 3.5 billion. So there's a lot of huge companies that are involved in the blockchain technology. They are realizing what NFTs can do, like, for example, what NFTs have done for Nike, what NFTs have done for Adidas, and many other companies, example, Louis Vuitton as well, and Tiffany & Co. They also done an NFT where if you purchase the NFT for 50 Ethereum, only if you hold a CryptoPunk, you got a custom-made CryptoPunk necklace made for you of your CryptoPunk, of course, but you had to own that. And the next bit of news, so this is a crypto-based photo and video sharing social media. I've recently been playing about with this today. This is something I came across today as well. So it's the first fully functional Web3 based photo and video sharing social network. It was studied by a research paper published by Technovation. It's a SocialFi project combining social networks with NFTs and token incentive schemes. So when I've been having a play on it on my phone, so I'll just bring that up. I can't share my screen from my phone, but I'll just talk through what I'm doing. So I recently just signed up. You can sign up with a Google account or your email. You can upload pictures and videos, and you can earn the crypto token, which is called PIX, just by posting and people liking your post, sharing your post, and even purchasing your post as an NFT as well. So it's a platform I'm going to be having a bit more of a look into and seeing if it is a very beneficial website for any upcoming NFT artists or photographers to upload any work onto there. And the next bit of news that I'll be touching on, I did mention about Google and many big brands that have been invested in the blockchain and what it's done. So Nike, Gucci, and other iconic brands have made 260 million off NFTs. So shout out to NFT Gators on Twitter. This is where I found the information. So as we can see here, I'll just make that a bit bigger. So Nike, they had 67,251 total transactions, and they've made a lot of money from secondary volume. So that's when people have purchased the Nike NFTs and then they've resold them. Primary sales is when the first person has bought that NFT. Royalties is when you purchase an NFT, some NFTs will have royalties set to it. So when you then sell that NFT onto another user, if you've got the royalties set to 5%, you'll get 5% of that sale on the secondary sale of that NFT. So you're making profit again and again and again if that NFT continues to sell. So you can see here, Nike is at the top with the most amount of sales. You've got Dolce & Gabbana, Tiffany, Gucci, Adidas. You've got Budweiser, Time Magazine, Bud Light, AO, Lacoste, Nickelodeon, McLaren, and Pepsi Mic Drop as well. So yeah, there's a lot of investing into NFTs that big brands have been doing because they can see how well NFTs are doing, and they know NFTs are clearly going to be here forever and it's going to be part of our future. The next bit of news I'll be touching on is NFT projects called Pseudo Rare, which has disappeared. This is basically where somebody has created a platform. The funds, so I've made some notes here. So the NFT project Pseudo Rare, it disappeared from social media along with more than $800,000 in user funds. So Pseudo Rare, it's an NFT platform that was forked from Pseudo Swap, which is where you can swap your cryptocurrency tokens on this platform. So it was forked from Pseudo Swap and LuxRare. It's just the latest crypto project to run off with users' funds. So what tends to happen in the NFT space and in the crypto space is people will create projects. They will create a lot of hype around them. If you do not do your research and you do not check out that the followers are real, the engagement's real, and that the project actually has a future, if they've got a roadmap as to what they're going to be doing, what the utilities are. Utility is basically what you get as an investor in this NFT project. So for example, if you purchased a Not Okay Bear on the Ethereum platform, with that, if you are from the US, you got up to like 50 to 70% off food restaurants, which is saving you money just by purchasing an NFT once. You also got access to courses as well for free. I myself, as a UK Not Okay Bear holder, I've got access to that. So I've got access to courses worth over 10 grand just by purchasing an NFT. I do hold 2 of them. And if I wasn't busy this weekend, I could have flew out to Vegas, and they've hosted a party in a warehouse with a lot of other things going on in there if you are a holder of a Not Okay Bear. But yeah, there's been a lot of interesting things that has gone on in the space. You just always have to keep your wits about you. If something seems a bit like you've not got a good feeling about a project, or you're not sure about it, or they've not got a roadmap, they're not saying what they're going to do with this project and what purchasing this NFT does for you, just spend a lot of time researching through the Discord group, checking on the Twitter if other people are hyped about the project, if they're excited about what the project is going to be doing. This is why research is just super important. Otherwise, people will literally take the money and run. And I'm sure we've all heard about what Kingship has done. Kingship is an NFT supergroup that teamed up with M&Ms. As you can see, they're all Bored Apes. So what these holders of the Bored Apes have done, they've used their IP rights. They've used their Bored Ape monkeys individually, and they've created an NFT group and teamed up with M&Ms, the classic chocolate bar, as we're all aware. And they issued 10,000 limited edition chocolate packets of M&Ms, and they completely sold out within 5 to 10 minutes. So this is just incredible, like what you can do with NFTs. Just because there's Bored Apes printed on M&Ms, people went mad for them. People have bought them, and they are reselling them on eBay as well for quite a pretty penny. But yeah, that is all the news I have for you today. If you do want to learn more about NFTs or how to research a project, what to look out for, how to create your own NFT project, how to create utility in an NFT project, we're on Instagram under blockchain.sensei. Just DM the word NFT to book a one-on-one session, and we'll help you out. And I will hand you over to Maestro, who's got some information regarding IP rights and much more.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Gal?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Nice news. I like it.
You're
Quite
welcome.
some good update. Yes, yeah, we're not a lot of people today. I don't know what's happening. Nobody cares about us today.
I think because of the
Good.
markets, people are not really paying attention or anything lately, are they?
Yeah. We are live?
We are live. We are live on
We
YouTube.
are live. Hi, YouTube followers. Hi, Instagram followers. What up, Michael? How you doing?
Michael had to dip out. He's at one of his events.
No, I'm talking about the other Michael, my friend Michael Block.
Oh, right. Sorry.
There's too many Michaels. I swear there's way too
Yeah.
many Michaels.
Hi, Michael. So, guys, today, if you're listening live, we're not too much people in the Zoom. That's pretty dope. It's like a podcast. I would like to give the room for a project that already shilled one time, and I talked about on this webinar, but now things are getting serious, Storm. So I will like to introduce Michael, and I would like him to tell you guys a little bit about the Blockbot and what's the development stages that we're at. And we will gladly want to invite you guys for our relaunch party from our website, and our minting is live. So I'm actually working with them in collaboration right now as a freelancer. So yes, today I don't want to talk a lot of things. I just want him to explain about mining in NFT. It's pretty important. Because like I said, a lot of us are holding a lot of NFTs that are dusting. It's not earning or having any value. And I think Michael is one of the best projects now. If you're feeling left out, if you're feeling that you cannot afford all these big projects that has so much utilities, I think you should definitely start thinking about passive income and financial freedom. And I think this is one of the best projects out there right now. So if you're listening live on YouTube right now or on Instagram, please go follow the Blockbots Club on Twitter. The website is www.blockbotsclub.com, bots with a Z. Remember that. Minting is live. I think you have a couple of more days. We have the sale. You buy 2 bots, you get 1 free from us. And this is an alpha. By minting a male and a female, next year when shit is running in our passive income, we're gonna do a merging, whatever you want to call it, fusing with the male and female, and we're gonna get a baby bot. That's what Michael said. So yeah, without further ado, Michael, what up?
Yeah, definitely appreciate it. Appreciate the webinar too. So one, the information we're giving, I can verify as well. It is 100% valid because I own one of those top brand NFTs. I own Bud Light, and I think I own like 2 of them. And then they gave me like an airdrop or something. I really like their concept, and I feel a lot of these companies should also actually start tapping into Web3 before it's too late for them to like jump in and certain things are already taken. But yeah, just to jump into a bit of mining. Mining I feel is a bit underrated. a lot of people, like Maestro said right now, last year it was all about FOMO, right? People would just buy NFTs for the sake of buying, thinking, that is going to be the next Bored Ape. In my personal opinion, that's really poor investment strategy. I still look at it the same way till this day. So a bit about mining. I own a farm personally. I own about 225 miners. 200 of those miners being Bitcoin miners and 25 of those miners being Cadena miners. We're currently dabbling in Bitcoin, Cadena, and Litecoin. I believe mining should not be overlooked. One, if people are talking really highly about Bitcoin, right? I believe everyone should start mining Bitcoin, not to make a profit, but to hold at least a decent amount of tokens or a decent amount of cryptocurrency in Bitcoin. Because as soon as these companies, for example, let's say the Rockefellers, right, or Microsoft, if they can put 1% of whatever they have in their companies into Web3, the markets are literally going to rise like crazy, because there's not a lot of new money in the space right now, yes, but those companies are basically working strategically to actually put in funds and put themselves in like a really good position. So we are going to have an IRL event where people can actually come through, see what it actually means to be mining crypto. We use ASIC miners, 19J Pro ASIC miners, and we just recently got gold shell miners. Just to let people know what it takes, maintenance, Wi-Fi, an accountant. Like, it all sounds all good, but there's certain things that have to go into play. And just a bit about like what we're doing with the miners. So essentially, we're trying to give people passive income. We are legally registered with the IRS. We have never been audited because we do not miss a payment. We are on time with everything we do. So essentially, you would stake one of our NFTs, or you would even mint an NFT, which currently prices 0.07 ETH. You would mint one, and then you would stake it, earning you about $1.40 a day. And if you add that up in 1 month, that's about $42 to $45. You'll probably have to do the math. And then in a year, that's about 500 plus you're making a year per NFT. So right now, majority of our holders that we have our own culture behind BlockBots. It's more like, knowledgeable individuals in the space, really smart individuals. But at the same time, we're like, we love laughing, not everything always has to be business, but a lot of NFTs are just collecting dust. People are just buying anything left, right, and center, thinking it's the next Bored Ape. With BlockBots, I don't think we're the next Bored Ape, but I do believe we can accumulate what each Bored Ape costs and actually give that to individuals over time. But yeah, pretty much. And then our art is not a derivative of anything. It's an original work. We have two artists. Essentially, the head is made of the ASIC miner. Is to represent miners and, give out that culture of saying, okay, we're one of a kind. Everyone that holds a BlockBot is essentially a miner. They're actually supporting the blockchain. A lot of these transactions, we're making sure those transactions go through. So, we're getting rewarded for our hard work. And I believe people should start looking at utility, something that can actually give them something in return. But I still do support one-of-one artists. I have a lot of blue chips in my wallet as well. I bought them because I love them. 2-3 months down the line, they all turned into blue chips. But I really love the webinar. And yeah, that's what I have. Really appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Thank you for coming on the show. I will definitely follow you guys. I need to have a look more on the website and everything as well. Because
yes, so after this, we're gonna open a space, and it's pretty fucking awesome. We are collaborating with the Not Okay Bears. Like, I'm strong in that community now. Like, I have a lot of people coming to my podcast, and the thing is, we have fun, we educate each other, and we're trying to sell this project because we think this is one of the best projects now leading to financial freedom and helping people understand the whole mechanism and the technology of what's blockchain, what's cryptocurrency, where does it start from. Yes,
Yeah.
guys like Michael are the ones who, when you're buying an NFT and you're paying gas fee, he's the one who's making that fucking gas fee for you to use. And those things are really important in the future, not in the Bitcoin department or Ethereum, because like I said, in 2 years, probably we're going to hit the no gas fees from ETH. But now when the merge comes, it's going to take at least 2 years. So Michael will keep doing his thing, but now we're focusing in diversifying our mining facilities and our mining rigs, right, Michael? We're focusing on different niches now, like Cadena, like Litecoin. Shit, probably in the future we can mine Tezos, all these fucking amazing projects. We don't know yet.
Definitely.
So the whole thing is we want to educate people, Storm, in a way that they can understand the technology, what they're putting their money in. Because I love this project. You said yesterday, I saw your post on Twitter, your tweet.
Yeah.
I was, damn, Storm is right. Everything that we bought, all of them went to zero or doesn't have any utility value. So at the end of the day, you go make your math. We lost money, Stormy, right?
We did indeed. Got to learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, 100%. But how about now? I tell you that now we know, and now we can investigate. Now we know how to research, and now we can actually understand a little bit more how to play with your money, right? To put it in different bags, put the eggs in different bags, that at the end of the day, you have more eggs. You don't have only everything in one bag, and you lose everything. And that's what happened with us. We went FOMO in a couple of projects. We thought this is going to go to the moon or whatever you want to say. And they didn't. But imagine if we did our research and we bought this alpha bot way back when it started. If you hold a Genesis bot, you're gonna make $17,000 fucking a fucking year. That's fucking amazing, Storm. Nobody's gonna do that for you in the game now. This guy is doing that because he's not doing it for the money. He's not doing it to build financial freedom. He been making money. He been dealing with millionaires. He has his own way. And I'm not talking this in a arrogant way. I'm talking in a way that you should be feeling secure and safe that your money is not being played with. You know what I mean? Like if I start a fucking NFT project right now and I'm going to tell you guys, yes, I have mining rigs. I have 2 mining rigs. You're going to win. I'm lying to you. You know that I cannot do that. So this is one of the best decision I made. Even sometimes Michael works on my nerve, but I believe in him and I believe in his project. So yes, today I just wanted to put you guys on board again for the second time on this project. I've been talking about it already in the past, but now that I understand everything better, that now I'm behind the scenes working, behind the scenes building with him and understanding his vision and mission and applying it into my own consciousness, I understand everything now better. And now, like I said, I don't have doubt, but it's too good to be true for a lot of people because it is good and it is the truth. So now we just have to make sure that we unite the community and make sure that the community do their diligence to get this out to the right niche of people that wants to build financial freedom, not only for themselves, but for their families or friends too. So yeah, thank you, Storm.
Most welcome. Yeah, I'll be having a look at that, most definitely. Especially the mining side of things. It's something I've heard about. Like I know you can do some of it on your phone and everything, but I've never truly understood the concept of it. But I will definitely be popping into the spaces to have a listen.
Yeah, 100%. And about the IP rights, intellectual property, the whole 2 weeks I've been trying to explain people about it. That's basically when you buy something, an asset, and especially in the Web3 department and the NFT department, you actually own the IP rights of the smart contract, of that imagery that you can use in your own advantage. Either it's marketing material, promotion material, you want to make a derivative, or you want to start a small business. It doesn't matter. You have that right. But a lot of these project leaders won't tell you this, or they won't even touch that subject because they don't think it's good for people in the community to be better than them or build more financial freedom through their fucking company. And that's something that I was tapping into the past 2 weeks. And I saw a lot of community leaders now start changing the way they see the IP rights, and they're even promoting and marketing IP rights as a utility right now.
Oh.
So that's something that's key. I haven't talked about this a week ago. I've talked a little bit, but basically, and some easy words, it's how can I use my assets to build more asset? For example, if you buy a house from a company that sell house, you bought you own a house from that company, right? But the house is yours. The IP rights is yours. Sorry for that, my friends. So at the end of the day, you can do an Airbnb with that house. You can make a business on that house. You can sell that house. You can do whatever you want, and you don't have to ask anybody permission. But if you're going to use the marketing strategy and you're going to use the website and the business people from that company that sold you the house, I think it's your responsibility and duty to at least sit down on a conversation with them, tell them, listen, I love the way that you used your marketing strategy on me and it worked on me. I think I'm going to copy that or mimic that. And maybe I can get a referral from you guys to put in a good word. So when I sell my house, it can go quicker. You see, it's like I'm using the IP rights, but I'm actually giving the person who made the whole concept an opportunity. Mm-hmm. And that's what's happening with a lot of our NFTs now that died. I am actually working on 2 IP rights product right now in real life that I'm going to launch soon, especially in December when it's going to be Christmas and a lot of eating and those things. I'm making from one of my bored apes and one of my mutant apes. I don't give a shit that they're doing it already because I saw you do it with gums and then with candies. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do a hot pepper sauce from the Caribbean. I have the connection already. I already have the bottle, the product. They have different flavors. Now I'm going to combine my own flavor to see if it comes out good. And after that, that's what we're going to call IP rights of product placement. I'm going to place a product that I have asset in Web3. I'm going to put it on something that's going to be not a department for food industry. I'm not focusing on that. I'm just focusing on making souvenirs. So imagine I made 250 bottles of pepper with that bored ape on it, and you have like a silver spoon in it, and maybe a poem written really dope in a wooden box, custom made. You see what I'm going there? It's a souvenir. People will buy that shit like Supreme, and they will never sell it or they will never use it because it's a collectible item. That's one of the niche that I thought about that I'm going in. I just gave you guys life right now because I'm almost finished with it, so I don't mind people copying me right now. But those are the things. The common one, you can make a t-shirt company. You buy a fucking printing machine for $300 on Amazon, the smallest one. Probably $100 extra, you get these coloring things. Probably you go to a flea market, you buy for €1, €2 t-shirt, you buy 10, that's 20. You print your NFTs on them, you sell them for at least $50. You use your IP rights right there. You got your money back to buy one NFT. Boom, right there. You didn't have to pay John, Block, nobody, nothing. It's your IP right. Unless you're starting a whole Shopify and you're going to sell 20,000 quantity of shirt every day. I mean, if you're being a businessman or a businesswoman and you're trying to be humble, you should sit down with Bot and tell them, Bot, I've printed 100,000 t-shirts. I'm going to sell them for $15. On each, I'm going to donate to your company because you helped me. This is your creation. This is your business. I really fuck with it. And I'll give you $1.50 on every shirt I sell, and 50 cents will go to a community or to a wallet for development on your community, or let's say a charity for mental health awareness or women in need, whatever. That's the things that you should be doing with your IP rights on NFTs. If you have, don't feel scared that you have something of asset and value and you don't know what to do with it. And that's the key. We're in a new place, a new niche. We should actually start being more creative and start thinking different funnels and different way of making different jobs, because that's what we're doing right here, building different jobs. Like, we're educating you guys right here for weeks. We're not getting paid. This is free content for you guys. In a couple of years, all these content are going to be really valuable for the population of people that are going to come back. And that's where we are going to get our value and our reward. But if you're doing this every day and you are not getting forward, you don't see progress, that's because you're not researching. Like I said, I went back to all my wallet. I have more than 700 NFT, Dosting. I never used them. And now I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Okay, let me diversify them by the blue chips, by the potential blue chips, scammers, rugged, free mint, people that I talk with that I want to support buying one or two. At the end, they rugged me in a suit. So that's why we call it professional con artists. All these things I diversify. I'm like, holy shit, I have so much. How can I even start? I cannot burn them. That's stupid. How can I use them as some way that I can give value not only to myself, but to my financial stability too? And that's where I found out about the IP rights. I talked with a Bored Ape holder that's actually using the IP rights. Then I went deep back into IP rights, knowing that there's 4 different type of IP rights, and which one should I apply to be common and suited in this department that we're handling in Web3. So yeah, guys, that's something I really wanted to share with you guys today about the IP rights again. Like I said, go today, research what's an IP rights, look what's your right in the community or the project that you're holding, and try to be creative. And like I said, try to keep it simple, try to keep it business-wise. If you want to go scaling or you want to go on a whole different plateau, then like I said, I think it should be really knowledgeable and really passionate as you as a businessman or woman to contact the leader or the creator of the project and just give them a heads up. Like, I'm about to launch this motherfucking $2.8 billion corporation using your fucking branding of your bot. I'm just saying, you want 5%? Because I think you fucking deserve that. And if they tell you, no, bro, it's all good, it's on you, I'm fucking proud of you, then you don't have to ask them twice. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. It's good.
But besides that, that's the whole key element power of this niche now. IP rights, intellectual property. How can I use it as marketing tools? How can I use it as a funnel or a mechanism that can make me more money and more passive income that I can reinvest not only in what my dream is or what do I believe in. And now it's NFT, Web3, cryptocurrency, and decentralization. Whoa, I broke that down really good for you, Stone.
You did indeed. That was an incredible explanation on that. I love that.
Yeah, Michael,
I definitely agree with them.
Do you want to say some things about the IP rights, about the block bot? Maybe we are talking about the bots already. We can use this as an example right now.
Yeah, most definitely. So one, like, just to piggyback, or in fact, not even piggyback, to actually make my own statement on what Maestro just said. I definitely agree with him. Regardless of block bots or whatnot, I think people, whatever NFT you're investing in, don't just look at, can I flip this? Okay, yeah, yes, flipping, sure, that's one aspect, but look at, okay, can I turn this into a business? Can I make this benefit me while I'm still waiting for it to, like, reach an appreciated price that you want to sell it for or something, so that should be, you should be able to turn something into a tangible asset, like building a company off your NFTs. But yeah, to dive into Blockbot's IP rights, so it is official now. We will be relaunching our white paper with a lot of new updates. With our IP rights, essentially you own 100% rights to the Blockbots. There are certain guidelines you have to follow, such as, obviously, we would not like to see a Blockbot on OnlyFans, essentially, stuff like that. Sexually assaulting people or having a racist outcome to it. But what we do respect, and I feel people will respect Blockbots for, is if you're trying to build a brand with your Blockbot, we as the founders, the team, will support you 100%. Sales that you make, you will keep 100% of your sales. Whether you're trying to make assets on Sandbox and you make like maybe 100,000 and they sell out, you make $100,000, you can keep all of that. If it's on Decentraland and you do the same, you make $100,000, you can keep all of that. In fact, we own land on Sandbox and we are about to purchase land on Decentraland. And we want our holders to actually be able to utilize that land and build digital assets where they can actually sell them and keep 100% of the sales. The only side of things whereby now we'd probably have to sit down with the team and discuss your like plan or what you're trying to do is if you're trying to build like, a company, sort of like Nike. We would probably ask for a percentage. Okay, not probably, we will. The highest percentage being maybe 10%. The lowest probably being 5%. Reason for this is, yes, you're building the company, but
Reputation, bro.
need to remember, the project needs to also have its own reputation, its own standing.
And authentic, how do you say authenticity? It is authentic from you. You cannot change that the model. It's from you. You build it.
100%.
So always respect that.
Definitely. So it's just to say like, okay, we're also helping you with marketing, essentially trying to put the project on the map, whereby whatever you launch on your company, that 5-10% is just going to go back to establishing the project, or let me say the company Blockbots, to even better state than it currently is. I believe in 2 years' time, what I'm speaking now is going to come to fruition. Actually, it's already happening right now, actually, with our merch store. So essentially what we're trying to do is the tokens that you stake and earn have value, right? Each token is valued at $1.40. You can actually buy our merchandise with those tokens. So essentially incentivizing more token usage and like not asking people, hey, okay, you already bought our NFT for like $120, give us more money. No, we're not trying to squeeze you now. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to actually build something, to like leave a legacy behind. But in the end, is to also be recognized as an individual as well.
Well, yeah, Storm. Basically, that's what we're doing. Hope you understand a little bit.
I do indeed. So it sounds absolutely incredible. The fact
It is.
Even if someone's starting a brand or doing something with their Blockbot that they've purchased from yourselves, and you've said that you will also help basically promote it in Decentraland and Sandbox, which is big places. That's mind-blowingly incredible.
Like now, for example, Storm, you are a designer. You have a lot of, oh my God, this girl is beautiful. Yes, you have a lot of crazy ideas always, and you do dope things. Now you can actually make a whole collection of your Not Okay Bear, this red one, in different type of ways, smoking, whatever, and make a color book, start selling that shit for kids. Dope. You can make let's say a fucking puzzle with that shit. You can make your own, you fucking do a derivative about this Not Okay. Like you make a story and you start fucking selling. Nobody can tell you shit. Maybe in real life, you make a vegan recipe of a fucking shake and you call it NOKB and your number. It's yours. You can use it. It's your IP rights.
That's incredible. So I've not really looked heavily into like the IP rights. I know with a few NFTs I own that the IP rights, there's like small print with them. So I will have to look at that in regards to like Not Okay Bears and everything.
You hold Gary V's fucking NFT. You should go on the Discord, check. That's already a hype marketing, high level blue chip NFT. If you can make a product in real life and backing up that, this is a V friend from Gary Vaynerchuk. IP rights by doing this vegan concept. What, bro? You'll be killing that game. And that's where I'm trying to get with people. We have so much value, not only in the artwork, but in the community itself. A lot of them died, but that doesn't mean that the project was created by dumb fuckers. It was created by smart individuals that had a vision at some point, but they didn't have the funds or the right connection to make it happen. And that's where you should dive in and see what you have dead or active in your wallet, and see how can you benefit yourself. And at the end of the day, you got to see it in the bigger picture. You're helping not only the community and the company, you're helping yourself too. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation. They're getting the marketing for free and the promotion, and you're getting paid by using something from the company. You see what I tried to get? You see what I did right there?
Well, definitely. We've got those OXMAYCs as well.
We can start using that.
Yeah. Got
All
two
these-
of them.
We can print like, let's say 100 paintings, Canva, we high level. We fucking start selling these on Amazon or whatever store. People will buy it.
Mad. I will have to have a look at that, because there's a girl I want to actually shout out who does, if you are looking for like custom pieces of your artwork to be made, I'm going to share my screen as well. Let me just get her up. She does some incredible work. So it's not a case of like OP.
Yeah, I just want to say, like,
Mhm.
it shouldn't just only be digital. It should also be an IRL, like with what Not Okay Bears did.
Yes.
They advertise on billboards and stuff, and we're planning to do that with Blockbots and NFT London.
Oh, sorry
And it's
about
gonna be the first time in London. No, you're good.
You're going with me, bro. We're gonna meet Storm, all the gang.
Definitely.
I'm just finding one of her pieces of what she does. Sorry about the noise if it keeps happening. Just going to share my screen. So it's more of a case of like an artist that does something for people who owns NFTs. Just get my screen on full just to shout her out. So it's probably going to say it wrong. Lee Meow. I think she's from Liverpool, but I think she lives in Manchester. But she creates, so the people who own these NFTs, they contact her, and she then, as you can see, creates it all by hand. But I'll just let you see it all. It's only a few seconds longer. What she does is absolutely incredible. It's like a custom piece of your NFT IRL.
Bro, that's it, bro.
Yeah,
So
she's on Twitter.
Facebook is down 6% more. Now it's like $150, $160 to buy a stock from Facebook, from Meta.
Goodness, that's crazy. And Meta was one of the first companies that was coming out saying, "Oh, metaverse this, metaverse that." But yeah,
You should definitely go check the podcast from Joe Rogan and Mark yesterday. That's gonna blow your brains out.
Love a bit of Joe Rogan. He's good.
Yeah, besides that, guy, let me just break it down in 2 minutes. Remember to always sit back every Sunday or twice a week. Check your MetaMask, check your OpenSea, check your Coinbase. What do I mean by check? Go clear your cache, clear your cookies, disconnect to all the extensions or session that you have. Sometimes even the collab and joint on Discord, you need to disconnect, connect back when you see that in the Discord something dope is gonna happen. You can lose your roles, but you'll get that back, because that's how the coding and the mechanism work from the technology. Why do I say that? Because now we're moving more forward, more accelerated in the game, and people are getting smarter, especially the ones who are waiting for us to do a mistake so they can capitalize. So by saying that, you just give a quick update on OpenSea, good. But remember, they still have 7 days when that shit is reported to do their thing. So please protect yourself, move your asset. Always have a little bit spare change between $10 and $20 on your MetaMask. Don't use it for stupid shit. Use it to move assets if you need to. If one of your wallet got compromised, you have a Bored Ape on it. At least you have $2, $3, $5 on gas fee to move that on a secure location or a secure wallet. That's the key right now. I've been talking about you guys for long about security and protection of your assets. So it's really important to please follow the steps. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, go back to our first, I think, 2 videos. Me and Storm, we did a whole presentation. We broke that shit down. So everybody, and the 5 security golden rules that I made to protect your wallet. I'm going to say that right now because it's long, but please, I just want to say that. And besides that, dollar cost average. Soon we're gonna hit a bull run. Start investing in things that can have a return on investment in the future for you. And start thinking macro. Don't think quick flips. Think what will happen if for a year, every Friday, I buy Bitcoin, regardless what's my money. In a couple of years, 5 to 10, when that shit hits hard, your money's going to have value. How can I put it in DeFi projects that are actually legit now? How can I put it in mining projects that are legit now? How can I buy NFT that has actually value for not only me, but my kids? Something that I can hold longevity, that my kids can benefit from it in the future. You should start thinking macro, not think micro. Got to think the macronism of everything. Now we're looking at every 5-minute chart and 10-minute chart. We got to actually start looking at least from 2 weeks, a year from 5 years, and like that, how we can grow and where are we positioning ourselves to be in the future. Without further ado, thank you guys for attending. This was NFT Fridays with me and Storm. Shout out to Blockbot. Shout out to everybody on YouTube listening to us. Shout out to Blockchain. They're busy today, but we never forget about them. Shout out to Ninja. Shout out to Keish. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out Keish on his birthday.
Oh shit! Shout out Keish. Happy birthday to you, boy. God bless you. And yeah, we will catch you guys on
Next
Space.
Friday. And I've done Spaces.
I will be on Spaces in 10 minutes, guys. Follow me, maestrogolden.eth. Follow Blockbots. Follow Goat Gods. Follow who else? Yeah, just follow those people. Bless up. Follow Storm. Follow Storm.
Yes.
Storm.
NFT.
Stormy, thank you. There
You're
has been
welcome.
time we didn't do a show together. This was pretty nice. People are busy. People are enjoying. I think
Bank holiday.
we have a lot of people. But hey, the ones who are gonna look this back on YouTube tomorrow, shout out and have a nice weekend. And remember, always do your own research and don't FOMO. And always look for the best option for longevity. That's how you build financial freedom, not with a quick flip. Have a nice day, guys. Bless up.
Nice evening, everyone. Thank you for attending.